Wasn't quite ready for that. Probably should have unmuted before that.
We probably should have unmuted.
Well, that's fine. Welcome everybody, CSU. Back at it once again. We've got a Valorant Green...
Valorant Green game today against UMSL. That is University of Michigan, St. Louis location.
Yep. And so far this season, our Valorant Green roster has lost one singular match. It was an NECC qualifier. It was to Tiffin, who is one of their biggest competition. It was on a map that they don't quite prefer. But I'm going to be honest with you, Christian. Looking at the pre-game statistics, this should be a slam dunk for us. The ranks, the match record, it all leans towards a CSU win.
And I haven't really looked at it today because I've been a bit busy with things. But genuinely, I know that our team's stacked. We're easily like top 3 in this league, in my opinion. Yeah.
And we're not playing Gleck today. We are playing,
NACE.
I believe, it's NACE? Okay,
Yes.
yeah, we're playing NACE. Should be, honestly, top 2 or top 1 in NACE. Given the
I
fact
feel
that-
like we can easily make it to finals for NACE.
Absolutely.
So.
I think the best team in NACE other than us is probably Redbirds, and we just already 2-0'd them.
Oh, yeah.
But that's also my bias as an Overwatch player. Redbirds is kind of the nightmare of Overwatch players all around. If you ever have to play them or their academy team in your respective tier, you're probably not going to win unless they are well underperforming.
All right, so these games today, what's our first map that we're going into?
It's Sunset.
Sunset. That's a map that CSU has talked about. When they talk about their map selection, they talked about banning Sunset later on into the series. So it's something they're not necessarily uncomfortable on, but it's something that they don't feel as much comfort on as other maps. For example, Bind. They've said before they think they play Bind at a professional level. They think that they are a low VCT level team on Bind, which I don't know if I'd give them that, but they are damn good on Bind. Haven they're quite solid on as well. Sunset is a map, I think it's kind of like below those two. Well, it's obviously below those. Then I think it's below a couple of more, and that's around where Sunset lives for CSU. So if they win this map, and if we end up going to Bind, this is just a CSU sweep.
And I think it's good practice for CSU as well to go against slightly lower elo teams, just to get practice on those weak and get more comfortable with some of those maps. Because I feel like when you're uncomfortable as a team on a map, you want to kind of lower your elo expectations a little bit of yourself, so that way you get a bit more comfortable. You start feeling strategies, you start getting those lineups that you need with some of those character abilities, and then you start putting up the heat.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big thing for them there, especially with Sunset against a lower elo team, as what you were saying. Yeah. I think we'll actually be pretty comfortable for CSU today.
I think CSU has had moments against teams that they should be beating consistently, should be solidly kind of throwing in the dumpster, for lack of a better term. And CSU has struggled on certain maps against those teams. They dropped a map against a team that they went 13-0 on a map, and then the next map they lost because they got a little bit too cocky. They tried out a different composition that was never going to work. So this is a real litmus test. If CSU can beat down on a team that is below them, which, you know, sounds rough, but that's just kind of how it is sometimes. If they can beat down on a team that is below them and keep beating them down and not getting cocky, that is a sign of improvement.
Mm-hmm. And that's another thing, is that Valorant's a very big mental game. And I mean, mental is absolutely important when it comes to these kind of strategy games, because it's not just one person. One person messes up, that could ruin the entire round for a team. Especially when it comes to games that have economy like Valorant, like CS2, CSGO, for example. And
R6.
It's CS6. Is that a game now?
R6.
Oh, Rainbow Six. Yeah, Rainbow. I forgot that was a game. I haven't played Rainbow Six in ages.
It's a torture device more than anything. I'll tell you that. But I think the producer's nodding like, "There's not many games I know, but yeah, it's not good."
We need a Rainbow Six club team. I'd watch that.
No, absolutely not. No. But yeah, we should be getting into the game shortly. If we could hit a quick transition to the lobby, just so then we can see what is going on.
Well, I'm assuming things will be behind by a couple minutes here.
Well, we are.
You and I are live. Audience is not, but I'm saying like they're probably gonna be taking a break. They're probably gonna be figuring out.
I did just see 2 R's in the chat.
I did not catch that. You have good eyes, sir.
Whenever it's my Overwatch experience of just keeping. I probably just. Oh my goodness! You told me not to put my water bottle on the desk before, and I just did. I'm so sorry to everybody in the audience.
What? Oh.
Yeah, I just slammed my water bottle on the table, and everybody probably heard the earthquake. But
Which also, just keep an eye on these meters. If you ever hear us talking and that meter's not hitting into the yellows, let me know so I can adjust. Well, I'll adjust it after screen.
So for the mic audio or the desktop audio?
The mic audio.
the desktop audio should be like towards the top of the green.
It shouldn't be going into the yellow that often.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha.
Unless there's somebody in the Discord.
So on Sunset, compositions look fairly standard to me. CSU, they are locking the Sova, the Breach. This is actually feels like a very peculiar composition, if you ask me, having Sova, Breach, Omen, and Cypher. This feels a little...
This is a very big... I feel like this is all comfort picks. This is all huge utility, and I think this is oriented more around the defending round, making a comeback on the defending round.
I mean, yeah, I think that this will be a really hard composition to lock down offensively, especially if you're going to be pulling out this Viper, which is locked in. The Viper's been locked in. That is more of an offensive pick as well, so having the offense be adequate but not sublime for UMSL, that's another reason why we should have the...
Oh, yeah. We can actually see who...
Yeah, we can see who we're playing against, and if we forget, we can just say. But UMSL with the Viper, it's not the best attacking pick. It's a quite solid attacking pick. Yeesh, yeesh. It's a quite solid attacking pick with the... Viper Spit can make a retake nearly impossible. The Poison Cloud, Toxic Screen both allow for very solid entry with a somewhat high resource demand, but will be a very stalwart defensive composition for CSU.
This plan was for me to do.
Right there. Right there.
All right, and we have a pretty decent stack on... The Cypher's over on B by himself. I don't know how I feel about that, but I feel like that's Noths, right? Noths is playing Cypher.
Yeah, should be Noths. We do have Lime right up next to him, so they should be, for the most part, fine.
Too bad, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Cypher...
Oh, wait, no, yeah.
Cypher is
Okay.
overall like an agent who can kind of hold down a site all on his own. Maybe not like stop a full advance, but if they're not going to go super fast, CSU, excuse me, don't have to worry too much about it.
Yeah, so Noths is doing Noth things here. Sunset's a pretty strong map to start on the Fenders round with. Kind of gonna get a lot of good momentum. Try to ruin the attacking side's momentum and mental early on. At the same time, CSU has also shown that this is a pure lockdown map, and CSU has shown that they can flub some of these
Right there.
lockdowns on this map in particular, especially with the Viper. Viper's going to create a lot of kind of visual gaps here for CSU. They're not going to be able to see through that smoke a lot easier.
The positive you
Right
can take
there.
is that obviously it is on a resource meter. The Toxic Screen is not going to be up forever, but Bayou has found his way into the backside. He'll find his one. Will he find another? Ready the paint shells, but ready the doom as Kazi finds that one. CSU no need to play for the retake. The spike has been planted. Fode swings around the corner. Let's see what he can find. It's the aftershock. Heading right next to him, but he's able to squeeze right by it. A right click there. And it's looking like CSU dropping round one.
Man, that's hard for CSU. They were losing a pistol round, which means that UMSL will most likely will take this bonus round.
Careful.
And I mean, we've seen CSU twice now, CSU Green in particular, on this map specifically this season, lose the bonus round on this map and still come back on the defending side.
For sure.
So,
I mean, again, this is, like, out of all the maps in the game, I do think this one is a very stalwart defensive map. It can be relatively easy to break through on the offense, but CSU is going to be playing for a hard stack on B. I think this is good, especially if UMSL doesn't get the read on this.
hard stack on B could be quite dangerous considering UMSL is already stacking up mid here. Looks like they're just exploring some territory. They have no resistance, and they're probably very confused at this point. They're going to start shifting towards A, while CSU is just on B. I think they're going to be playing safe here, since they have basically a throwaway round here.
I mean, UMSL is going to find plenty of space. They're going to be able to take A for free. They get the read. Thankfully for them, they are literate, able to read correctly.
Shadows traveling.
CSU really trying to lock this down, but because of how they're playing, they're giving all the information away that we are on B, do not push B. Now they have the idea, hang on, they might be pushing A, and they are beginning to rotate.
And just in case there's any sort of information there, they're moving in. Still not getting any resistance. They're going to immediately move into lockdown A site here. Hopefully
Spike
CSU
planted.
can make some sort of plays happen.
That sheriff
Right
is
here.
what I'm looking at here, Christian. That sheriff.
It is the underdog of all weapons in this game.
Scanning ahead.
The ultimate light buy.
And I mean, Fode with his
Satchel out.
just
Right there.
his information gathering is Silva,
So that is.
One enemy
really solid
remaining.
as well.
CSU have managed to actually, for the most part, win this one out, despite the fact that they are on such a light buy round. They will find that final kill.
And that's actually huge for CSU. They took the bonus away from UMSL after a very strong
Thrifty.
first round from UMSL.
If they'll claim the thrifty, they'll be able to, if not buy up, hold up on guns. They should have an advantage here if we can get a quick tab check.
Ah, this is a nice spot. Flash out! Blasting! Right there. Enemy mark. Blinding! Hit the boat. Shadows traveling.
Sorry about that. Our esports manager had to come in. Seems like CSU is not doing too hot in this round, despite the fact that they were able to buy up. The sheriff seemed to be doing quite a bit of work for UMSL.
But NACE also has crazy good accuracy, and he hasn't really been in a whole lot of engagements.
30
He knows
seconds
where
left.
people are. He sees that
Spike
gun cooking
planted.
out there.
We'll swing up. Will he find it? Yep, turns
One
the wrong
enemy
time. That's the second one for him. Wall bang through. Noth swinging up. There'll be one on the backside. Will they be able to take this one cleanly? Yep, Noth not even needing to worry. He can take it solo. Nugget does not need to get involved. Another round for CSU.
Tuck, tuck.
And I have scrimmed with both Nugget and NACE, and they absolutely
Not your
decimated.
day, is it? Right
They
there.
didn't even need me,
Right
for being
there.
completely honest.
Oh yeah, I think I remember you telling me, but I was about to say you've scrimmed with them?
Yeah, I subbed for one of their players. I think it was, I subbed for Lime.
That makes sense. CSU, the fact that they won that round in a very scrappy way, that was supposed to be a round that they were going to be able to clutch up. Not really even clutch up, just play adequately and get the job done. They do give away, you know, one rifle here. Well, or not one rifle. They don't give away a rifle, but they drop enough rifles to where the eco is a little bit in the dirt.
Right there. Concussing!
Alright, so we have Lime here with a Vandal. He's in a pretty good position, especially considering we're seeing UMSL push down mid a lot here. CSU knows to give them that space, just surrender it, and just kind of bulk ward towards these hallways, where it's probably safer for them to just wait for them to peek corners.
Flash up, not able to turn fast enough while you will fall, Modi. Precise.
We're going to see Noth start to rotate around to the backside, knowing that that's probably where they're going to be coming in through. Bode firing his laser through some shots here, actually connecting one.
I found that one. That was just a bit of chip, just a bit of suppressing fires.
Right here.
Now it's a 2v4.
One
CSU
enemy remaining.
heavily in the lead. They'll go for another
Spike
trade, but they're allowed to
down
go for
B.
trades at this point. As long as it works out. Don't take your ones, just take your trades.
There we go.
I've survived much
7
worse
HP
than
as
you.
well.
God dang. Fode collected 2 kills there. Just by firing his laser into that smoke.
Right here.
Light buy here for UMSL. Sheriffs almost all around. Kazi does not opt for that. Does not believe in the sheriff. Does not believe in the law.
I mean, Cypher has more utility than he does need to be duelist, especially on the attack side. He's not really dead weight, but he's not
Revealing
exactly
area.
the best character on the attacking side. I would see why he would just go for pistol, try to save, try to get that Vandal back up sooner.
I mean, should be able to get the Vandal up the next round either way. They have enough money to where they should be getting just about enough. Nugget holding this sight line, going back and forth. Hitting that fault line.
Trevor!
Goes forward, swing, CSU swing with that, and no.
Clearing out!
Well off guard, the Aftershock is not going to find a whole lot.
I think it has to at this point, though. There's a lot of tension
Go get him.
for UMSL on point A here. CSU starting to rotate around. Cypher's still holding point B just in case there's any like last-second changes or some whiffs here.
My
It's
ult's
an
ready.
Aftershock this time.
I know
from
exactly where
UMSL, and they're going to find some kills.
Scanning
CSU,
ahead.
this is what I was talking about before, where the team tends to get cocky. They are swinging up. They're going for, you know, some plays that they really should not be going for.
Now they're going to have to retake here.
Spike
Cypher's going to be
planted.
pulling around the backside, though, which I think is going to create a good opportunity, especially with Fode here getting some information from his drone.
Heard the Omen TP, I presume. The sideline pulls out the trap wire at just the wrong moment. Gets flashed. Will he find his one? He will not. Smold will get him, but Fode will trade it out. He gets the tap while the Rolling Thunder pushes him into the smoke. Do they know? Do they have a clue? Lime in this corner. Caught unawares and needs to try to swing up, try to get some kills before the spike goes boom. Lime will find one. He will not find another. CSU, they are not sticking. They're trying to tap, trying to force something out. But they do not have the time. They just need to try to bait him to stay. The Thrifty is claimed. The second Thrifty in 5 rounds.
That was a crazy round. And that just came down to, I think CSU just gave them a little bit too much space. Around that corner a little bit too much. We're going to see UMSL go for a timeout here.
Yep. I mean, I think that CSU, again, I think they are just getting cocky. They're going for things that they should not be going for. They're like, we're the better team. We're going to win this. They go for a swing. They got caught off guard, and they die for it.
Which, I mean, one thing that must be learned is that even as me, when I scrimmed with them, I was a bad player, but you gave me a sheriff and you walked around a corner, you were dead. It doesn't matter who the player's skill level is. If you walk around a corner wide enough and you give them enough opportunity, they will shoot you and they will essentially get you.
Me when I freaking get you.
I mean, it's a trade that's not worth risking for. I mean, yeah, trades can be good in certain circumstances, but that is a first encounter, especially an encounter that was lasting that long on A site there. I don't think you want to hard peek into that corner, especially when they have more resources at that point, considering you were pushing out your resources to try to hold down the fort.
The Ultimate's online here. CSU, they've got 4. Only lacking the Hunter's Fury, but one more shot and he'll have it. For the rest of them, being on the defense, the showstopper is not quite as necessary to necessarily make some space, but it'll be nice to have.
It's a good retake tool.
They're gonna actually pop it early here. Shoots it out, doesn't find a whole lot. That fault line will stun him up, but he will be fine for the most part
They
now.
found my wire.
Not a beat.
Cage triggered.
Let's see a quick retake from B here.
Bot, don't know where Knox is. He swings up again, getting cocky, lands right into death, and now Kazi is right behind them, gets Rolling Thunder. Tries to back off, will survive. The Rolling Thunder did not find enough value. We'll see what this Marshall can do from Fode. Shock goes wide. If it picks up the Phantom, this one will do a little bit more.
Phantom is a very solid weapon. I actually prefer it over the Vandal.
Scatter.
I might just be weird.
But I say I do definitely think you're the minority there. Lime. Nice little shot. That's a spike!
Spike down A.
They get the spike with that. Lime has to watch his back. Gets in the corner. Perfect timing. Swing here. Don't swing. Don't swing. Takes damage for it. There's the fault line there. Gets him out the flash spell. He goes for a
One
risky
enemy
peek and he's
remaining.
punished for it. Nugget will take another.
But that was a good trade,
30
I feel.
seconds left.
I do think CSU are still getting a little bit too cocky, but overall I think that... I mean, it's clearly working for them for the most part. Did cost 2 ultimates there for CSU. Only the one only the one used there for UMSL, a kill with from the shadows. CSU do still have 2 quite solid ultimates of their own, Fode and Noths, with the 100 Fury
Revealing
and the
area.
Neural Theft, respectively.
Okay, so
Shadows traveling. Cover going out. Here. Cover going out. Right here.
Nothing but interruptions today, unfortunately. As everybody's walking in here, everybody's trying to have a word with the stream production. CSU is trapped UMSL on site.
30 seconds left.
Bomb, they're going to go for the plant now. CSU get a little
Spike
bit
planted.
of intel going. Fault line onto Fode. Get a double blast pack in there for YU. He'll find his one, the Viper's Pit. It's going to make this really difficult to retake, but CSU seems to be completely unbothered. They'll have a 3v1 at this ready, and with the right click from the Classic, they'll get the defuse. They'll play a lot more clean this time, and they will win
Get
this
off my
round.
back.
Okay, that's not appropriate. 5-2. 1 ult
They
used
don't
for
get to
CSU,
surrender.
Hunter's Fury.
Keep swinging.
Meanwhile, again, the Viper's Pit was popped. Full buy from both sides, but the eco for UMSL is dropping severely. If CSU are able to win this round, they're almost guaranteed to be winning a majority of the rounds in this half. Given the fact that they'll be at 6, and then it'll have to be a thrifty to prevent that from being a 7.
Man, these econs are very close. I mean, Lime
You
and
say
Nugget
that.
are crazy with the high econ, but everybody else on CSU kind of is suffering a little bit. So there's
Yeah,
going to have to be some share buys if CSU starts falling behind here.
You say it's close, but team buys is a very important part of this game. And the fact that CSU, they do have the ability to pop that. Nugget's just going to randomly kill Nolan from behind YU. He's going to be happy about that. But the fact that the CSU can, share buy is something that UMSL will not be able to do. So low.
Yeah, Nugget is just holding that corner, trying to get some information. He gets a little bit of information, and he's out of there.
About to have that Rolling Thunder as well. Fault line used onto Knots. He's got the Neural Theft if he wants to pop. So he's just going to pop off with 2 shots. But Modi will find 2 of their own. Fode and Knots will fall. Lime has to back off.
One enemy
Swings around the corner,
remaining.
will take down that duelist. And now it's a 1v3 yet again.
This is huge. Nugget just needs to stay out of this, I feel.
TP tries to bait. They have knowledge on the spike.
Oh, that's bad for CSU there.
Blinding.
It's cockiness. Pure cockiness.
30 seconds left.
I'm going to see Lime here holding the spike pretty hard here.
Nothing else you need to do here if you're CSU. You need UMSL to come to you. You need to stop going for ego swings. I say that, and it'll immediately work out. But in those situations, you really need to stop going for the ego swings and just let them come to you.
Dude, Kazi must be so mad considering he literally just looked away as soon as Slime peeked. And I would be tilting if I just looked away and they were right there.
I know I would be tilting.
Odd time.
COD time, yeah.
God timing.
But again, this is going to be the light buy round from UMSL. CSU has officially won half of the rounds that are possible in this half. If they're able to close up the half Without dropping another, it'll be 10-2.
Shadows
Be mighty
traveling.
fine for them, given the fact that this is not nearly their most comfortable map.
Which, like, for CSU to go 10-2 on the defense half, that's really good because they normally average at least 4 on the attacking side. So that'll be a good win for them.
Or the toxic screen will go down and it'll present a kill for both sides.
Why you honestly, I'm not entirely sure if I like some of his positioning.
Yeah, why are you playing like that?
I know.
I can't do this, not today.
Don't start us, please.
Lime going for the ego swing. Right around that corner is a Cypher who does not hit the headshot, but also Lime doesn't either, so it doesn't really matter.
No more
Gets
meddling.
blind on him. It'll result in a kill. It's now a 2v4 as they rotate over to B, but Noth is more than ready. Oh, so sneaky! So sneaky! Does he know? He knows and he'll hit it!
Dude, Noth is just such a good player, dude. You'll hear me chat Noth up.
I killed them.
You'll hear me talk big about this player, because let me just tell you, him and Nugget have just a special place
Yes.
in the team as just being A, cocky, but B, they got the skill to cover themselves.
Yeah.
Which is why you often see just Noth sitting on a point by themselves. They can, as Cypher, they can literally lock these points down
That
by
goes
themselves.
there.
And they know when to
This
fall
is
back.
yes.
They're very
This
strategic
should
about things.
That is also just kind of Cypher things, holding on the site totally alone. Could be the full buy here this time for UMSL. Kind of missed that. Didn't really pick the screen, unfortunately. Skill issue for me.
It wasn't a full buy for all of them. I think some of them had light shields, but yes, it is.
That's full enough.
Yeah. Oh, no, they all have full shields.
Well, 4 of them have full shields now because Nolan died to YU there. Paint Shell's out. Has one more kill. The other Showstopper has to back off and he will get that kill. He'll survive.
Deploying drone.
Trying to see Fode here, getting some recon on point here.
Enemy tag.
Gonna get
I know
one.
exactly where.
I'm going to opt to get the kill onto the owl drone. They just want to try to get the kill.
One
onto the
enemy
player.
remaining.
Showstopper aim as well, and the spray from Lime doesn't find a kill, but it doesn't even matter. CSU 8-2 now. Things are starting to get a little bit out of hand here, Christian.
Don't let them get out of hand.
I was trying to find a way to work a Star Wars reference into it, but I can't.
Jar Jar Binks.
No, I was going to say that's getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. But there's 2. I mean, UMSL has 2 rounds, but they're certainly not getting out of hand. Mostly a full buy here from them, though. They are going to have a couple of... A Stinger and a Spectre, but outside of that, they are good enough this round.
Now, see, I've never actually used either of those weapons.
They're aight.
Which one would you rather have? Because to me, they're basically the same gun.
I think the Spectre is better. I don't remember which one. is
going
I mean, the Spectre's silenced, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's probably the Spectre's better just because of the silence. But
Well, the more expensive one is better. I think it's
Watch them run.
well, yeah, because it's silenced.
the Spectre and
Off
the
your feet!
Stinger.
Stinger, yeah.
And the scope shots are better.
Oh yeah.
Because I think the Stinger has burst fire. That's going to be shock dart taking out
One
most
enemy
mortem.
remaining.
Noths will clean house a little bit.
They don't know that the spike's there. Now they know that the
Now they
spike's
know.
there.
And
Gun
a
here.
kill. They will find another kill. For the namesake.
And they just need one more here, and they're going to be sitting pretty for the attacking round. Like I said,
Last round
CSU
in the half.
averages just about 4
Nothing will be
points
saved up.
on the attacking side on this
Use
map. To have them sitting at 10 at the end of a round is huge for them. That's basically... They just need to play patiently on the attacking side. They need to read out their opponents. They can't get cocky, because they will lose. They still have a chance to lose. This is a very defense-heavy
This
team
goes
comp.
here.
And also, if CSU, you know, lose... yeah, if they lose this round, then,
This is
you
a
know,
nice spot.
there are
That
things
goes
that
there.
could be said that are a little bit cliche about that.
It's not even a full buy from UMSL, though.
Yeah, Guardians there. This op can do some damage. A lot of work. He's able to hit the shot, but unfortunately Lime misses that one. Fault line. Concusses. He'll double TP out to safety. Shot is used as well, and he'll get a kill!
God, he got blinded and still got the kill.
Flash don't mean diddly squat if you're still just able to hit your shot through it.
One enemy
Line will
remaining.
fall eventually.
Spike down
They
A.
opt out of their hands. Nonce with an uncharacteristic overflick, and 10-2 is how the half will be.
Man, this team is just absolutely killing
Switching
it right
sides.
now. CSU versus UMSL. I honestly don't think there's any contention. Do you think CSU picked Sunset just for practice?
It's possible. It is entirely possible. I think that one thing that I did actually tell them, because for those of you watching at home, I am very experienced in esports. I've been playing. I've been grinding competitive Overwatch for about 6 years. Getting further into close to 7th, but I've been commentating a lot of esports for 6 years, 5 to 6 years, and I've been coaching for about 5 to 6 years. And I told the team, at this point, with where you guys are at, you need to start picking your worst maps against these teams to get them up to your bind level. Because your bind, we all know it's good. Stop playing it because it's good. Start playing the other maps so they can be good. So I do actually think that's what's going on.
It's quite possible here.
And I don't need 6 years of experience to tell them that. I do need 6 years of experience to tell you, though, that that was a good kill from Wyu.
And dude,
Spike
Wyu's
down
kind of,
B.
they don't know where he's at. Oh, they know now. They know now.
No, that's their recon dart.
Oh, is that? Okay.
Yep. Line will bait for Wyu. That is a nice little thing. Paint shells drops. Swinging the spoke now, taking a little bit of chip damage with it. He's
Last
one up
player
top, and this
standing.
nice shot from Nolan. CSU will be able to play the post line, but it's 13 HP across the team, and it's just this one player, of course, who has that HP.
He can get away with not getting hit at all. He can't step into the smoke at all.
It only puts you down to 1 HP. They'll lose the pistol. Second pistol they lose, but at the same time, kind of want a thrifty in the previous round for round 2. Or the previous half for round 2, right?
This is where you're going to see CSU pull some crazy shenanigans. I have seen them lose pistol rounds and just do absolutely brain dead plays in the bonus round after they lose and still get away with it. They still take it back.
Well, that's what you're supposed
on the
to
attacking
do.
side.
When you're playing the bonus, when you're playing into an enemy team who's heavily favored, at this point you're not playing for victory. You're playing to try to ruin their eco. You're trying to break those shields and maybe cheese out a round win, and the best way to do that when you're down on guns is do exactly what they're doing. You see they're stacking on A, they're about to run straight through.
And this also comes down to just one of those things to where in a game like this, you can't play for victory. You got to play for truth. And the truth of the matter is you just got to throw away some rounds sometimes.
That was a really nice fault line set up Modi to get a duo of kills thanks to that bulldog. Strongest gun in the field right now. Mistaken. Sheriff shots attempted. Foe will not find the connection. Pretty little reload animation got there too.
I love that gun. Or rather this gun skin. It's a really good sheriff skin. I wish I pulled for it. But I don't ever play this game, so I don't invest money into it.
Glad I did not do that. Nugget is coming up on a serious angle.
I mean, he's doing pretty decent here. Nobody's really died on UMSL though.
I don't know how he got there. The blast pack will get them out. He's got that fault line. He's got that aftershock. If they want to pop it, pops the fault line into that corner. But now he's just pulling players away. This will allow Foe to swing up. He'll find the sheriff shot to the head for a kill. A body shot will take down the Raze if they're able to find it. Flash on the left. He'll find the headshot. This is looking doable for CSU. It's a 2v3, 1v3, and he will fall. But they will get a little bit of havoc in there while they last.
Unfortunately, that wasn't quite as chaotic as I thought it would be, but oh man, Nugget getting some kills there, doing some good work.
Should be a round win here for CSU, assuming they're able to play up to the standards the eco is setting. Full buy here, couple light shields, but nothing too bothersome. Only the bulldog really to contest with, as well as a sheriff and a couple of specters.
Surprised that they're doing the light bar in this round as well from UMSL.
Well, it's the bonus round. They can't really buy up here. Like, so it's a bonus round after pistol, and then it's a slightly less assured bonus round after that for the other team. That's why pistol is as much of an advantage as it is. It's you get the more like
Cage triggered.
shocks in on the site, stop the plant. YU swings up a little bit too aggressively, perhaps, but he'll find his one, he'll find his three!
What the heck just happened?
Are you kidding me, YU? 35 HP remains, 2 bullets, he'll get the reload before the swing. Let's see if he's able to get the fourth.
One enemy
Unexpected
remaining.
sightline, Modi will fall, will he get the ace?
Get the ace.
Walking up, he'll lose one, but Lime will be able to clean up plenty fine. CSU setting themselves back up into the driver's seat. They'll have the eco to buy up any holes, to mend any issues.
And that's just embarrassing for UMSL.
I don't know if embarrassing is quite the word I would use, but it's impressive.
Impressive from YU, yeah.
Full buy here for UMSL. They'll be able to get 4
I
Vandals.
should say that was embarrassing for UMSL Smold in particular. For he held that corner and he didn't shoot YU at all.
Yeah.
He missed his shots.
Sometimes you miss, but when you get to a certain level, you gotta really start expecting the shots to land. Showstopper is available for YU as well. So on the ultimate, he's gonna pop it right now. Double blast back forward. Will he see the one behind him? Will he see the one in front of him? And that's all he really needs to do. He makes the space. No one falls. They'll find the cipher, and they'll keep moving forward. Noth gets body blocked a little bit by his teammate, but they still have sight
One
control.
enemy
This will be
remaining.
map point if they're able to secure this post plant. It's a 1v4. It'll be hard to
The
lose.
Raze is just in the back by themselves. CSU can just fall back. Watch this. What's it called? The spike there.
And the thing with this is, I mean, you at this point as CSU, you don't care about the kill. You care about the kill because you take the gun away, but you don't care about the kill. You care about winning the round. Spike's been planted. You can just wait.
Nugget says otherwise. He wants the kill.
Well, he wants to pressure. He wants to try to force the gun. He'll force them out. They will not be able to save. They will not be able to survive. Map point now for CSU.
And that's the eye of the tiger.
Match point.
That was terrible.
Why is it?
That was
Christian,
terrible.
in that situation, why is it that the tiger's eye is present?
Nugget.
Little known fact for you Valorant fans, Breach
Right
is
there.
in fact a feline.
Is he actually? I didn't know this.
He is not a cat boy. Omen's a cat boy, but not Breach. Not Breach at all. This is looking like the end of the line here for UMSL on this map, on Sunset.
Lime's got the trigger something. He didn't see it.
That's his own teams.
Oh, that. Oh, right.
It's
yeah,
red.
they're red.
Happens to the best of us. Don't fret. 2 ultimates online though for UMSL. They've got the Neural Theft, a very potent one at that, as well as the Showstopper if they want
There.
to get a little bit antsy. And
Dude, they're just all stacked on B. CSU can get the read here. They can basically take A here. Read.
it's happened once before. Will it happen again? Jumps right into his face. The reaction speed is not ready, but that'll tell UMSL that A is currently being overwhelmed because nobody is present.
They just need to immediately snap around. CSU needs to plant and just take pressure in the back.
That got them Hunter's Fury. They played the specific player to get the plant, and now they have Hunter's Fury. If they want to pop that, Lime will get his one, but he will fall, giving away that gun. A threat to be concerned for, to be sure. The one that they should